Well, hello, hello, hello to all of you out there in virtual land. This is Jojopah Maria and Saroma with Astrology for Self-Mastery. Wow, wow. As you can see, I'm in a different setting. The universe has smiled upon me and brought me to another paradise that I get to live in. And it's so exciting and wonderful. And my backdrop is probably going to change several times. And at one point, I hope to be able to live stream to you up on the roof. Yeah, that's going to be really cool. Anyway, you know, this last half of February doesn't have a lot of aspects to it, but it's got a lot of aspect preparation to it. Yeah. And what does that mean? That means that I've got about maybe, I don't know, 8 slides that are actual aspects, and some additional slides to give you a little more clarity. But then I've got a whole set of slides talking about the energetics that are happening right now and what can be happening in March. March is going to be off the chain. Off the chain. Oh my goodness. Let's see who's watching. Hey, Amina. Love you, sis. Love you. Hey, and let me know if the music is too loud, if you can't, if it's distracting to what I'm saying. I'm trying to find the right level for it. So anyway, good to see you here. Yeah, it's some time. And, you know, I just want to say that this period that we're in, it is very intense. But if you have been even willing to do your wisdom walking, to do the self-mastery work on yourself, you're going to get through this okay. Yeah. It's for people who are just waking up, or people who are refusing to wake up, people who believe they have woken up, that these times are going to be really hard to navigate. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in here and share with you some of this information that I've researched and found for this last half of February. So starting on February the 16th, which was just Thursday, we had the asteroid Pallas moving into Cancer directly. So it was already in Cancer, but now it's going direct. And as it says here, Pallas asteroid inspires all women to channel their life-giving Venus energy through their intellect as well as their bodies. During her transit through Cancer, we're encouraged to seek out wise men and take advice of old members. After a few shaky months when Pallas was retrograde, we're finally heading back to our roots when asteroid Pallas goes direct in Cancer. It's a good time to gain wisdom from our elders and decorate our space with art. Isn't that wonderful? Just lovely. Now, on the same day, we had this conjunction of the Sun and Saturn in Aquarius. And this is a pretty serious transit, as it says, and it tests our commitment to our vision. And the vision, of course, it's talking about is the vision of ourselves, who it is we really believe and want to believe that we are. And as it says here, conjunction is a new beginning. We have one Sun-Saturn conjunction every year, and that's your yearly opportunity to birth new Saturn projects. Saturn projects are any projects where hard work, commitment, and mastery are required. And of course, the biggest project need to be on you, right? Yeah, exactly. You need to be the project, the primary project, and then everything else rolls out of that. But if we don't take ourselves on as the primary project, oh, it's not going to be a good day. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. So I love, love, love this message. Now I'm going to give you also what Astrobutterfly says about this important conjunction. She says, one day after Venus and Neptune conjunct in Pisces, which happened on the 15th of February, Sun and Saturn meet in a serious conjunction energetically. Sun-Saturn can feel like the anticlimax of Venus-Neptune, but it doesn't have to be. If Venus and Neptune's dreams and ideals are based on higher unconditional love, then Sun and Saturn will give them a solid 3D foundation. If what we want, Venus, is in alignment with what the universe wants, Neptune, Saturn will give us the support we need. Astrobutterfly, how wonderful. So really, really important and cool conjunction that just happened. Now, yesterday, Friday, the 17th of February. Oh, and I got another shout out here I want to acknowledge. Hey, Cyrita. Thank you for tuning in. You're just a love. And again, thank you so much for your patience with me. And you know what I mean. So yesterday we had Mercury in Aquarius sextiling Jupiter in Aries. And this is just a nice flow energy, talking about teamwork makes the dream work during this positive aspect. The secret lies in figuring out all the details before making any major decisions. And it's really about slowing down, having patience, taking your time before you try to have it all figured out. Yeah, so just a beautiful message yesterday. Now, moving into today. Sound the alarm, sound the trumpet, sound the music. I've been dancing the flashlight, y'all. And y'all who know George Clinton and Funkadelic know what I'm talking about. If you never listen to Flashlight, though, Google it, listen to it. It is fabulous. I have been dancing because, wait for it, we're leaving Aquarius season and we're moving into Pisces. Yes, and I am totally a Piscean. Yes, how wonderful that we get to move into this energy. And let me just share with you, and I got to check my slide here to see if I had something before I tell you I have something that I don't have. Okay, I don't have it, but I'm going to share this with you, how I can share it, which is on my little notes here about this beautiful Pisces season. It says, thawing out from the winter cold, we're ready to feel again when the sun shines on Pisces. For the next 4 weeks, the energy will be compassionate and gentle. That's me every day, but a little hazy as we move from winter to spring. And those of you who know that I'm also a fire person, have a good laugh with that. It also says that Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So that means that Pisces seasons marks the completion of the 12-month cycle or one astrological year. And so February and March, the time before the Aries equinox or the spring equinox, has always been a good time to declutter the house, the body, the mind, and the soul. During the Pisces season, take some time to reflect on what the astrological cycle has meant for you and what you are moving towards or inviting in this next sun cycle. So we're getting ready to move into the astrological new year when the Aries seasons begin. Yeah, so again, a nice time to do the decluttering. That's really cool. Just a few more tidbits about this Pisces season. It says that being the last sign of the zodiac wheel, Pisces brings themes of completion and collective oneness. Isn't that wonderful? I love that. It says emotion, creativity, and spirituality also become more prominent over the next 4 weeks. Yes. So to all you Pisces out there, happy birthday and happy Pisces season. This is a really, really good time for us. Yeah, absolutely. So moving right along, the next day, which is going to be tomorrow into Monday, depending on where you're at in the world, we get this beautiful powerful new moon in Pisces. And this new moon is always about dreams coming true. Especially this year, there's an emphasis on long-standing dreams coming true. Things that you have been thinking about, dreaming about, envisioning since you were a child even, or a teenager, or a young adult. This energy of this new moon is really a time to open yourself up to receive your wish and your dreams coming true, or they might just come true. For some of us, it's going to happen during this period of the new moon energy. So as it says here, the new moon in Pisces has great manifestation potential. It will aim to make the intangible tangible and turn the 5D dreams into 3D realities. Dreams do come true if we want to do the work, or if we've been doing the work, like many people that I work with know have been doing. And so I've been telling people, get ready, get ready. It's time for a fruition. We're in a fruition period. It also says here that romance is in the air, get ready to swoon. Make your new moon wish upon a star, wish upon the moon, but let yourself believe. That to me is what's most important. And again, for those of you like me who've been holding certain dreams very close to our heart for a very, very long time, please know it's about to show up. It's about to come true. Yeah. Because you've been, this is the way the universe works. Now, some more information, this from Astrobutterfly, about this beautiful, powerful new moon. It says, this is a prime time to make considerable changes in our lives, to begin again. There's that Renaissance theme that I've been talking about for a year. The configuration is ideal to take a chance and even a big risk. Whatever we begin now has the opportunity to last. Being the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces brings themes of completion and, again, collective oneness. Emotion, creativity, and spirituality also become more prominent for the next 4 weeks. Make a wish. Whatever you will initiate at this new moon will grow exponentially. Yeah. And we live in a time where there's just so much craziness going on that it's hard to believe good things are going to happen. But the universe does always bring something good, even in the midst of the crazy. If you could hear more stories, I'm sure, about what's going on for the survivors of the earthquake in Syria and Turkey, it wouldn't just be, this horror stories. It would also be stories about people being kind, people being supportive, people going out of their way to be of service. So, in every crazy thing, disappointing thing, heartbreaking thing, tragic thing that happens, we can always look for, where is that seed of the human spirit and the reminder that everything is going to change. Yeah. So just remember that. Give yourselves permission on this new moon period, Sunday into Monday, to dream big. And again, if you've been holding a dream for a long time, put that intention in there that you're ready to receive it coming into life. Yeah, way cool. Now, also on the same day, the same time period, we're getting Venus moving into Aries. And this transit brings a great energy to practice emotional honesty with yourself and others. Now, this is not necessarily about broadcasting your feelings to the world, unless you want to, but about accepting and owning your feelings, values, likes, and dislikes. With Venus and Aries, love relationships can be spontaneous and direct. Now, another message that goes along with this is that when Venus enters Aries, this energy asks us, are you ready to say yes to only who and what you love? Meaning, you don't want to settle. You do not want to settle. You want to have what really, really works for you. And this transit brings the opportunity for a total rebirth of the heart. Isn't that just spectacular? A total rebirth of the heart. I just love that. So again, this theme of new beginnings, right? New openings, things coming to fruition, completion of one cycle and era, beginning of another. Yeah, all happening right now. So that's why if you're feeling a little antsy, if you feel like you're coming out of your skin, or you feel tired when you shouldn't be tired, and you feel all this energy in the middle of the night and you shouldn't be feeling, and you're like, why am I still awake? It's because of this kind of an energy, something closing out, something opening up. And it's happening to all of us alive on the planet, individually and collectively. Yeah. So trust that, and I tell people, don't fight it, just be present to what is happening, but don't see it as there's something wrong. It's just how the energy is moving right now. Yeah. And somebody, I have to share this, somebody asked me, they said, so Jojopah, when is this going to end? And I said, it's not. It's like, what's happening is we're going to adapt to it. But it's not going to end. This is where we're at now in our evolutionary process in the age of Aquarius. So it'll be okay, but we're in a period of adjustment. So this is just how it's going to be. But good things and wonderful things are coming. So let me get you back to what's also happening with Venus in Aries. Another aspect that happens also on the 19th to the 20th is it's sextiling with Pluto. And this transit deepens your love to an intense level. With all relationships, whether love relationships or not, superficiality will not satisfy you. An existing relationship can evolve to a more profound or spiritual level. Any new romance now could be a whirlwind experience and significantly change your life. Wow. Wow. That's like some pretty powerful stuff there. So again, this period between the 20th, the 19th into the 20th, which is in the United States, also called President's Day weekend, in honor of George and Lincoln, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. So we've got this holiday energy, which is good because there are some of us who are really sensitive, and you're going to need Monday to just kind of let yourself chill out. So do that, because this is some powerful energy showing up over right now with Pisces season opening up, and then all of these aspects. So let's go on to this coming Tuesday. After we move through this, we get some aspects with Mercury. Mercury Aquarius, it's a square we've had, in this last half of the month. And it's just one. And this is with Uranus and Taurus. And a good reminder here, it says not a great day for plans, as you'll need to be pretty creative when everything that can go wrong does go wrong. Double check all your communications before hitting send. Now, this makes sense after that kind of energy we just will be coming through, sailing through this weekend, right? So by Tuesday, it's going to be like everything is kind of disrupted. Expect it so that you're not blindsided and you're not victimized by it, and just say, oh, okay, here's the evidence of what Jojopah was talking about. Here's the evidence that we've been upgraded, we've been stretched and grown, we've been turned upside down, and so of course things are going to be messy, but it's going to be okay. We'll move through this. So just pay attention on Tuesday. And if you can take Tuesday off, take Tuesday off. Stay home, watch some good K-drama, something like that. So next we have on Wednesday, February 22nd, 222. So a double fire day in a fire month in a nature year. We have another Mercury aspect, and this one is a trine. So first we have the blocked energy, and then we get this flow energy with it trining Mars in Gemini. And this says, this transit gives increased mental energy and concentration. Being more adventurous and taking risks should lead to positive results. You can back yourself up because of increased confidence that your thoughts and plans are spot on. This is a perfect time to defend yourself or your loved ones or an issue that you care about. Yes, yes, yes. Just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful energy there. And again, it also makes sense, right? So you come through, things are discombobulated, there's some upset, or things ain't working out the way you thought, or things, there's communication problems, whatever, And then you get this, boom, this wonderful boost of energy, because that's the consequences of us, getting this ending and beginning energy going on. So we're being moved into a new space and time. Yeah. I was telling somebody just yesterday that this kind of evolutionary impulse, this kind of energy that is pushing us forward, I've not experienced this since I woke up to, the spiritual realities of myself. When I was going through my initial waking up, definitely that was intense. But this is something different. And this is like you're just being really thrust, into more of the truth of who you are, into that higher timeline. So be aware of that, because if you're in resistance, you're going to feel it. And it ain't going to feel good. No, it does not feel good. So this next several aspects I'm going to talk about are basically around the 25th to the end of the month, because there's no more, planetary aspects specifically. But what's happening, as you'll see, is that we're kind of being prepared for these energetic shifts that are coming in March, really powerful. Saturn moves into Pisces. Pluto moves into Aquarius. And of course, I'll be talking more about that. I'm still doing my research on all of it. But I do know that these are powerful times. These are huge shifts, because, Saturn's been in Aquarius for a minute, and Pluto's been in Capricorn since 2008. So for these big planets, meaning outer planets, because Pluto now was a dwarf planet, but these big outer planets, meaning their energetic is so big, to be moving into a different part of our universe is major. So yeah. So let me give you some of this information to help you prepare for these shifts. And so this is about paying attention. This is just to help you pay attention so that you don't go into reaction as things are shifting in this way. So the first one, I wanted to give you this information from the Power Path Monthly Forecast by Lena Stevens. Her website's here. You can read the whole thing. But I just loved it. She just nailed it. She said, pay attention and be aware. This month provides us with many opportunities for a change or reset through unexpected events and situations. If you're paying attention and facing the ocean, you are less likely to be taken out by the sleeper wave you did not see. And there may be many sleeper waves this month that can catch you unawares if you are not present. So a wonderful, wonderful reminder to us. Slow down, breathe, stop, look around, pay attention, be aware. Where are you? What is going on for you? What is happening? This is a really important thing for us to be able to do. Yeah, yeah. So the other aspect that's going on, and again, it's not so much an aspect, but it is about how we've got these 5 combination of planets and asteroids all in the sign of Aries, and they call that a stellium. And the meaning of a stellium will depend on the planets involved and the sign of Aries. Generally, this combination can bring an abundance of energy, ambition, and enthusiasm, and can be used to great effect in areas such as career, education, and relationships. But this is what I find most important, folks, and I highlighted it for you. It can also bring on increased focus on personal growth, self development, and self expression. It's important to remember that this energy can be overwhelming and to take steps to ensure that it is managed and channeled in a productive and positive way. Yeah, absolutely. So, again, our personal development, what I call our self mastery, it's really, really up. There's energetics that are really pushing us, like I said, just thrusting us forward to go to the next level. And so these planets and these asteroids, Vesta, Juno, and Chiron, along with Jupiter and Venus in the Aries part of the sky. And, after Pisces season comes Aries season. Yeah, this is pretty, this is pretty powerful. So again, just something that I want you to be conscious of so that you understand, like, why do I feel like I'm being pushed into something? Yeah, you are, because this is what's going on. So this stellium shows up, toward the end of the month, but because that's when they're all 5 will be in there. And like it says, it radiates incredible amounts of fire. This configuration is considered to be an intense and powerful as it amplifies the Aries qualities of ambition, energy, and enthusiasm. Channel this energy by following through on your new moon intentions, as nothing can stop you now. So again, another important reason why setting your intentions, or really being in the belief that your dream is coming true, that the universe is about to bring your 5th dimensional visions into a 3D reality. Yeah, it'll be very helpful with this energy. Yeah. Now, here's another one that I've not heard of before. So this was new for me, but it makes so much sense. And I got this from Narayana Montufar, one of the astrologers I follow and like. And it's about the anorectic degree of Capricorn. And as it says here, but of course, it wouldn't be an interesting life without a little bit of drama. Pluto, the planet of power and transformation, reaches the last degree of Capricorn on February the 11th. So it's already happened. Known as the anorectic degree, the 29 degrees is one of the karmic completion, bringing the end of an era that began back when Pluto first entered Capricorn in 2008. Wow. Wow, folks. Really think about where you were at, what you were doing, where you were living, how you were working in 2008. And for me, it marked the year that I was able to successfully integrate my African spirituality and Dagara wisdom into a human services program. And that's the Alma Center. And the program is called the Wisdom Walk to Self-Mastery. It's still around, still vibrant. And the wonderful man who stewards it was one of my first students. And he apprenticed with me, and now he's in charge and does a wonderful job. And his name is Floyd Rowell. Just love him. But wow, when I think back to that journey that I was on from 2008 to now, wow. And so to think about, okay, you did it, you made it, it's at an end, it's over, it's done. And now it's time for this next step, for something new. So give yourselves that, take credit, pat yourselves on the back, and just give yourself permission to notice how much you've been stretched and grown, how much you've accomplished for yourself, with yourself, for the world since 2008. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're talking about 15 years, right? Yeah, about 15 years. Yeah, absolutely. So one more pay attention pieces, and to me, this is the most powerful one. And this is about the Jupiter and Chiron conjunction in Aries, which will happen on March the 12th, 2023. But in preparation for this, it's about being aware that, we are being asked to live on purpose. And in order to do that, we have got to heal the blocks to living on purpose, to being the best version of ourselves. And this does include the healing of the ancestral wounds. Yeah. And the Chiron piece, which I have talked about before, Chiron is in the Greek and Roman mythology, the wounded healer, got raised by Apollo. And it's this notion of the fact that we can find the treasure in the wound, that the wound does have purpose, that it's not about you're going to be victimized and live like a victim for the rest of your life, that there is a way to find the treasure in it. And that's what Chiron represents. But we do have to go through a healing process. We do have to sit in our pain. Sometimes we have to be held in our pain so that we can release it, let it go. And once that block is removed, oh my God, it's like Dorothy stepping through the door into Oz. You step into this incredible new world full of miracles and support and things that you just couldn't imagine. Yeah, just really, really powerful. So just to be aware that, again, on March 12th, when those two conjunct, they're on their way now. So we're feeling it. We're feeling the energies of it. And again, if things are popping up from the past, just know that it's coming up to be healed. It's not about, oh, I thought I healed that. I thought I was done. No, this is like another layer. It's just another layer that's showing up for you to be able to heal. And let yourself have it, and let yourself have the support that you need. Some people think that if you go to a therapist, that means you're crazy. Well, I say you're crazy if you don't go, because there are some things we can't get access to without help, or if you find a shamanic self-mastery guide like me, somebody who can walk you through your journey, that's also a very good thing to do, a very good way to help. So again, just remember that all these things from the past, whether it was somebody who bullied you, a parent who ignored you, a teacher who made you feel inadequate, a lover who validated you, somebody who exposed you or made you feel ashamed in front of people, whatever that painful experience was, if it starts to come up, or if you run into somebody, that's the other thing that can happen. You can meet up with somebody that was mean to you in the past. That's just an opportunity for healing. It's not an opportunity for you to be rewounded. It's an opportunity for you to go into forgiveness, compassion, setting your boundary, and knowing that, okay, I'm ready for a new era to begin. Yeah, there's so much of what these astrological aspects are screaming at us about, really, really telling us this is what we need to do. So there you have it. A little shout out for my book for you. Um, I am just really blown away by the energies of this time. And, for me personally, I have been doing some really deep ancestral work. I have a wonderful shaman friend who's able to hold space for me, and she took me through a process, the first part of a process of letting go of these really painful ancestral wounds. And it's so powerful, and I know it's so important so that I can do this next step that I'm being called to do in my work as a shamanic healer, as a teacher, as a guide. And so I encourage you to really open yourself up to, what's that dream that you've been holding on to? How do you see yourself? What is it about you that that's important? And to really give yourself permission to have whatever healing support you need to show up for you easily and effortlessly. Yeah. So be well, be safe as we continue to move through this month. And like I said, it's not that there's so many aspects, but it's the energetic of it, right? It's really, really powerful. And again, we're in Pisces season, so time to continue to dream, create new dreams, have new visions, and take great care of yourselves, especially over these next couple of days as we're getting these downloads. And know that it all has great purpose. And this time in a month or two, no, not in a month, because March is going to be off the chain, but definitely by May, you're going to be so appreciative of all of what you've been doing to get yourself into a very healed and a very, how can I say, loving mindset. Yeah. So be well, be safe. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be talking with you again very soon. Bye-bye now.